Listen, baby, the following episode contains violence, strong language, and references to drugs and alcohol. So if you ain't down for that, maybe this episode ain't for you, Jack Daddy. Previously on Masks and Mayhem.
And when you enter into Lewis's office in the back, you see him with a familiar face.
Hey, friends.
Ah! No! Yes!
Lazerhawk, this is, Hyperact.
So, I went undercover and I joined this group called the Aces Clash Club, which is kind of like a fight club for powered people. Making my way to the top, I've been trying to find out who's running this thing. I don't know anything except that they're called management.
Let's kick his ass.
Agreed.
We discovered that management does report to somebody, though we haven't been able to figure out who quite yet.
Let's kick his ass.
That is why we're bringing you in. With how dangerous things are getting, we do want to extract Hyperact, but we also want to do our best to bring this to a close.
We actually don't tell each other our real names outside of the Aces Clash Club scene. Over there, I'm known as Nightlight.
I'm Current.
You can call me Strobe Light.
Midnight Neon is willing to fight whoever you put in front of Midnight Neon.
It shows someone on the screen, kind of a rather nondescript looking buff guy with like a shaved head and camo pants. This gentleman, known as Copycat, can duplicate himself. One is kind of a gentleman who seems to have like long dagger fingers. This one is named Claw. Brings up a guy who's kind of like very kind of oily looking, long strangly hair. This one goes by the creative moniker Sticky Steve.
Sticky Steve!
He's my new favorite character.
We have reason to believe that these two have been recruited into the most recent bout. All of you would recognize one of them. It is Vapor Kappa. And the other one only Dan would recognize as Yartrav, original leader of the Atlantean insurrection. But I just wanted to give you a chance to introduce you to our final recruit, I think, for tonight, unless anything changes for tomorrow.
What's this bullshit gonna be?
I know, I'm so scared.
That is when Copycat walks in, unblindfolds the person who at least 3 of you recognize as Hornet, Pam. The management comes out as the aquarium sinks back down and goes, "Alrighty, folks, we have one last big event lined up for you, but first, a quick intermission."
What big event?
He kind of meets back with all of y'all. "Hey, guys, everyone is doing fantastic tonight. If everybody's up for it, I want us to finish up with one last big brawl with everybody."
It's the battle royal to end it all, baby.
And as they're getting ready, Lazerhawk, you feel your phone buzz, and I think everyone else, maybe you're kind of looking out at the arena. You're looking up, and I'd say Yardak and Visual Aid, you look up into the VIP booth, and you see someone that you sort of recognize. You're just not 100% sure from where.
Well, what does my text say?
And your text says, "I don't know for sure, but I just got a notification from a contact." It's Mosey.
My boy!
"Brock, I just got a notification from one of my contacts. This feels like it can't be a coincidence. L has left the underground."
Excuse me?
We are back at the top of the initiative. Hyperact, what are you looking to do?
So, Copycat is injured. What's he doing? Because I want to go after him the most.
Gotcha. So Copycat split in 2, and he is got a bit of singe marks on him from when he got hit by your lightning earlier.
So there's only 2 copies.
At the moment, yes.
And he's injured, so he's not at full power.
And then you've got Sticky Steve, who's kind of been throwing out some stickiness. You've got Hornet, who's been kind of doing some fighting. Yardak, Vapor Kappa, Yartrav, Visual Aid. It's a big old fight. Just a big old brawl in the arena.
Where are they proximity-wise to me?
When you started this, you were all kind of in a circle around a square ring. Copycat is essentially like the one who's directly across from you in this ring.
Okay. Basically, I'm trying to figure out if I could do like a burst and hit more than one person, or if it'd be better for me to just go straight to Copycat.
So, I mean, yes, you always have the option because of your lightning throw that you can hit more than one person, just with the understanding that each roll you make will have a negative, and that'll be determined by however many people you try to hit.
Or you pick up one of them and spin really, really fast and throw them and make them a bullet.
Let's just keep the Looney Tunes logic going.
So, what are you trying to do?
I want to do a multi-attack on Copycat because, like, if he heals up, he's going to be the hardest to take out.
Sure. Are you trying to do both copies or just...
Both copies.
Alright, so then if there's 2 copies, you're going to roll 2 attacks, each with a -2.
Ooh, okay. 2 attacks, so... Okay, so that's a 14. Let's do lightning throw, which to hit says 12, so 12 plus 12 will be 24 for that first one. And then... Ooh, good. 16 here, so -2 is 14. Plus 12 is 26.
So 24 and 26?
Yes.
So both of those are going to hit. What is the DC on your character sheet for that?
DC on that is 23.
23.
Tell me I took him out. Tell me I took him out.
Tell me she took him out. Tell me she took him out.
1 second, I gotta do math.
Damn it. Our one weakness.
The worst part of this game.
So, you kind of spin around, you throw these 2 forces of lightning out at them. You hit the one who seems to kind of tuck and roll, like, against the wall with it, and he looks, like, pissed, but he doesn't appear to be, like, out. And then the other one, meanwhile, takes it, like, right in the chest, and you just see these arcs of electricity, like, fly all over him, and he kind of, like, grabs at his chest, and it's, like, all black and singed, and he looks like he wavers a little bit, but he stays standing.
Okay.
Little bitch.
Alright, so that's your attack. Are you doing any kind of movement, or are you doing anything else with your turn?
I think I would want to move a little bit closer to the one who didn't really get hurt.
Imagine this ring is about a 30 by 30 square. So right now, those 2 copycats are about 30 feet away from you. Obviously, with your speed, you can cross that distance without issue. But yeah, how close are you trying to get?
Basically, I want to set myself up for my next hit to be closer to the copycat that is not phased because I just need to keep him from replicating. Let's say I move next to him.
So yeah, so you just run straight on up to him. You know, to everyone else, it's the blink of an eye.
Right.
With that, it is Lazerhawk. Lazerhawk, you just saw 2 bolts of lightning fly, hit Copycat, and immediately, like, from your perspective, simultaneously almost, suddenly Hyperact is over there.
So, seeing that, I feel like Hyperact has this dude handled. I have shown an impressive amount of self-restraint up until right now. I'm gonna rearrange Vapor Kappa's goddamn face.
Okay.
I would like to sock him as hard as I can in the jaw with a taser fist.
Ooh, make him look like a Picasso.
Murder my fiancé, will you? Oh, no, fuckwad.
Yeah, roll that attack.
Before I start doing math, I have favored enemy Midnight Gang. Does that give me any form of bonus?
You gain a +2 circumstance bonus on deception, intimidation, insight, and perception checks. So it's not on attacks.
Keeping in mind that that does not affect combat, we still Gucci because that's a 25. Fuck you, Vapor Kappa.
Oh yeah, you hit the shit out of him using Taser Fist, right?
Yeah.
What is the DC on that?
I think that's a 24. Give me 2 seconds to double check. 25. Happy I checked.
Describe to me what it looks like when you clear the distance between you and Vapor Kappa.
I try to be much less obvious about the bombastic laserness of what I do, because I don't want to blow my cover. I don't want him to recognize me, but I use Pulsar Pogo to kind of like quickly jump toward him and just pop him in the jaw as hard as I can. And I do say something. Here comes the lightning!
Your fist collides with his mask, shattering the glass on it, to which you can actually, like, see his eyes now. And he kind of, like, spun with the punch, like, trying to dodge away from it, but he still took the full brunt of it. And he looks, like, pretty messed up. He looks like he was not expecting that hit to be as hard as it was.
Listen, baby. You ain't gotta worry about nothing else but the midnight neon. 'Cause you know me. I always worry about the midnights.
I know a thing or two about midnight.
Oh, I know you do, Jack Daddy, and that's why we gon' get the tussling tonight.
Alright, are you doing anything else for your turn?
I, in my head, am saying, I wonder how close I can get to beating him to death before he actually dies, because I want to get there.
Well, I want everyone else to remember that right now.
Look, I might be deep undercover, but this is still one of the people that killed my fiancé.
It's true. I forget, do you have a complication for them?
Motivation, justice, enemy, midnight gang, secret identity, Brock Bollea.
So you do.
Yeah, and that's why I'm beating the shit out of him now. I've been a good soldier, now it's time for me to have fun.
It's Copycat's turn, and realizing what you've just done, Hyperact, or Nightlight as they know you,
Yes.
the injured one that you're closest to reaches out and attempts to grab you. What is your parry plus 10?
My parry plus 10 is 25.
So the one reaches out, the one that you're like right in front of and misses. Meanwhile, the other one runs up to you and does get a hold of you. So now you're going to both make contested strength checks.
Okay. I rolled an 18 and my strength is 2, so 20 total.
He grabs your arm by like the wrist, and you immediately, in a feat of strength and speed, spin your arm around to a point where he couldn't maintain a grip on it.
Yes, that's exactly what I pictured. Go me.
So they are both like right on you now. That is their turn. Actually, the one who is injured does like take a step back at you to kind of keep out of arm's reach from you.
Okay.
Because she's not lightning quick and can close the distance before he can even go, what?
Listen, either way, he doesn't want to be within arm's distance. Why make it easier?
No, look, don't get me wrong. I do the exact same thing that he would. I'm just pointing out the futility of our action.
All right. Meanwhile, it's Sticky Steve's turn. Sticky Steve looks around, sees your fight with Vapor Kappa, Lazerhawk.
Sticky Steve gonna betray me?
You are fighting Sticky Steve!
First off, you're fighting Sticky Steve. Second off, you are more Sticky Steve's friend than Sticky Steve is your friend.
He thinks you're fucking weird.
Sticky Steve jumps onto the ropes, like they bend down with his weight, and he uses them to launch off, and he goes to tackle you.
Captain, this ain't no show no mercy.
What is your parry plus 10?
Parry plus 10 is a 16, baby boy.
16. That is gonna hit. So you're gonna want to roll a toughness check, and he was doing a slam attack, so does he.
27. Get fucked, Sticky Steve.
Alright, so he tackles into you and momentarily, like, pulls you away from Vapor Kappa, but he doesn't actually hurt you at all. If anything, he kind of bounces off of you, and he doesn't appear to be injured either, but it left him prone on the ground.
Sticky Steve, hang on, baby. Now I need you to rethink this. If we work together, we can get to the very top. We can become a tag team act. We can take the world by storm, Jack Daddy. Come on now, what you saying?
Alright, it is Hornet's turn now. Pam also sees what's going down with y'all, and basically replicates the same move, except instead of hitting you, she's going for Sticky Steve.
Maybe we can become a trios act, Jack Daddy.
Unfortunately, he kind of rolls out of the way, and she just kind of hits the ground.
See, this is why I want to recruit Sticky Steve. The three of us together, we almost make a whole competent human being, Jack Daddy.
It is Yardak's turn.
So, what I want to do, I'm hoping, because I don't know if this is exactly how it's work, but I'm hoping the rule of cool applies here. So what I want to do is I want to throw up my force field around myself into like a sphere and kind of harden it, and then throw myself against the ropes and springboard off and then fuck up Yartrav.
Look, that sounds like a power stunt if I ever heard one.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what power stunts are meant to do. So, like, your existing powers aren't made to do that, but I'll definitely let you power stunt to do that.
Fuck yeah.
We'll call it the sea monkey ball.
The sea monkey ball?
Write that down, write that down.
Also, while we're talking about power stunts, I don't have any hero points left, right?
Correct. The only person that has a hero point left is Sama.
Oh.
What are your ranks, for your force field?
I have 24 points, but I have protection 8.
Yeah, so you bounce off this, and it's an area attack, so it's definitely going to be able to hit him. Well, let me roll. So yeah, he's definitely getting the full front of it, and...
Yeah.
Alright, he gets hurt pretty badly.
Good.
The ball rolls, and he kind of gets caught in it, like Katamari Damacy style.
You just like see his leg sticking out of the top of the ball.
He gets caught between the cage that's around the ring and the ball itself. And when you hit that edge wall, that bursts the bubble essentially, and the water goes everywhere, and you just kind of land hero style.
Ooh.
And he looks pretty bloodied.
I'll take it.
Dan lands already dabbing.
All right, are you doing? So that's basically your move and your attack. Are you doing anything else for this turn though?
No, yeah, that's it.
Okay, so that is a power stunt though, and since you don't have a hero point, it is going to fatigue you.
Worth it.
It is Vapor Kappa's turn.
Me trying to remember how many goddamn people are in this fight. So what do I get to?
There are currently, because of Copycat, there was 11, now we're down to 10.
More people should go after Copycat.
Here's the issue with that. Vapor Kappa.
Yeah, I know, Brandon has a score to settle, and...
None of Ruby's arch enemies are here. So...
So it is Vapor Kappa's turn, with the chaos of both Sticky Steve and Pam kind of tackling in. He decides to go to smoke, and he immediately appears with his blade to Yardak's neck.
Excuse me?
It's a fucking nine shot, liver.
I'll give you one chance to stand down.
Can't kill us here. We're just fighting, dude.
I don't have to kill you to make it hurt.
Jesus Christ. Ruby says Jesus Christ out loud, but she does make a note to, like, add that into, like, a script.
Well then, if that's the case, he is going to attack you. What is your parry plus 10?
18.
18, that hits. You're going to want to make a toughness check then.
9. Oh my god, math is so fucking hard. 16.
I know, right?
So I think you go to move out of the way, but he does end up slicing along your shoulder.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to take a -1 to future toughness checks, along with your fatigue. And then it is Yartrav's turn. You see him kind of wave his hands around, and he successfully pulls the water out of the oil that Sticky Steve had essentially covered it in. Like, he separates the two. You know, seeing Vapor Kappa go for you, he goes to attack Vapor Kappa.
Yeah.
Hey.
He goes to attack Vapor Kappa, and he hits, and... Ooh, shit.
Vapor Kappa dies.
Vapor Kappa does not die. Vapor Kappa, however, gets a shitload of water, enough to, like, push him to the other side of the ring.
Vapor Kappa drowns.
Vapor Kappa looks real bloodied up now.
Neat.
And so now it's Visual Aid's turn.
Fucking finally.
I'm sorry. And you see Claw limping away out of the ring.
This is me genuinely trying to remember, do I have my sword out or my dagger out?
Sword.
Sword, okay.
That's how you defeated Claw. You basically came into, like, sword fight with Claw's claw.
Is there any version of Copycat near me?
I mean, yeah, technically. You're in between the group of both Copycats and Hyperact, and the other group, which would be Yardak and Yartrav. You're in that corner.
Okay. And there's only 2 Copycats now, right?
Correct.
And one of them's injured.
But the injured one is not so injured that he can't fight, right? Like, he's still viable.
Pretty banged up, but he is not, like, down and out.
I'm gonna try to go after my sword to the injured Copycat.
Alright, so you run up to this injured Copycat and swing your blade. Roll for attack.
Blades.
I wonder how many murders Copycat has staged.
18. That could be the answer to that, and also what my roll was.
18, that hits. What is the DC on that?
19.
You catch him right along, like, kind of flay off a little of his arm.
Damn.
Just like a little bit. Like, he looks pissed and injured, but he's, again, still does not look out.
Damn it.
Grabbing at the wound, putting pressure on it.
I have, like, moved to, like, where I could move away, right, still?
Yeah, you could move again, because you have move by action.
I'm gonna take a couple steps back so I'm not in grabbing distance of the Copycats.
And we are back at the top of the round with Hyperact. I want everyone to make a perception check, though.
Ooh, 20.
I'm perceiving.
Perception. Ooh, I have 29.
24.
Unnatural 20.
Same.
There's definitely some heated discussion going on up in the manager's booth area, where all the VIPs are.
Oh, right, someone's there.
The Rat Princess.
Not L, one of the representatives of the Rat Princess.
Hyperact, it is your turn.
So I'm looking at my powers, and I have Run on Water, and so I'm wondering if I could team up.
Team attack.
All right, well, in order to do that, you would need to delay your space in the initiative down to where Yardak's at.
I think it's worth it.
I want to do that.
Since I can run up walls and run on water, I'm thinking that and the cage is like fully enclosed, right?
It's vertical, yeah, it's completely caged in.
I'm picturing running up the walls and maybe using water from Yardak as like an assist to get like high up to where like the booth is.
Would there be any way the rest of us could like team up to be part of this team attack to help with that part?
How about, you can pick who we want to attack, that's fine. And then, like, I throw water out, and I use, like, all the water I can muster, especially the shit that Yartrav has been spewing all over the place, and, like, throw it out, and then kind of spiral around somebody, and then, like, you run down, and as you run through the spiral, you're like, bam, 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 bam.
And maybe I could put my hero point in here, too.
To make it electric.
I don't know, because I'm also thinking about how we want this to be, like, a big theatrical thing for...
I'm just trying to figure out, like, if your goal is to get over to the VIP booth, you're gonna have to bust out of this cage. Like, that's gonna be a whole thing.
No, I think I want to finish the fight. If I can use, like, Yardak's water to assist and, like, try to knock as many people out in one go, that would be, like, ideal.
In order to make that work, because you cannot say it out loud, I want you to roll a sleight of hand check and Yardak to roll insight to see if he gets what you're trying to have him do.
Sleight of hand is 3. 13 total.
Oh, 24.
I'll say that works. So yeah, Yardak would be able to follow along with what you're trying to do. So you're going to delay your point in the initiative until Yardak goes then.
Yes.
And to be clear, that's going to be like that going forward. So that'll be your position in the initiative for the future rounds.
Okay.
All right, so that's what you're preparing to do, and we'll get to you in a little bit then. Lazerhawk, you are now top of the round initiative.
It took a while, but we got there, baby. Brock's legitimately kind of pissed that Vapor Kappa tried to duck him. So he's gonna let the facade slip just for a moment to second verse, same as the first, bound over, sock him in the head, and scream, "I said you're funding me!" That's a nat 20.
All right, yeah, that definitely hits. What is the DC again?
25.
You bound over, screaming this aloud, and for just a moment, there is a look, because you've broken his mask and you can see his face, there's a look of recognition on Vapor Kappa's face as he catches a fistful of laser, punching him and dragging him headfirst down into the ground where he bounces off in just a shower of neon colors.
Boom!
I imagine I hold my fist there, pinning his head to the ground for a moment. I would like to lean in and whisper, "While you're sleeping, say hi to Anthony for me." Alright, let's go to the rest of these Jack Dead and Midnight Neon. We're gonna win the belt tonight!
All right, and with that, Vapor Kappa is out of the fight.
Yes.
Get fucked.
Thank God, since he recognized you.
Oh, don't worry. I was gonna wait until I knew he was going to sleep before I broke kayfabe, brother.
All right, that's the end of your turn then. It is now Copycat's turn. The main Copycat goes to try...
Is the main copycat the injured one?
No.
Oh, damn it.
So the main Copycat kind of runs forward, leaving behind another copy of himself behind him.
Son of a bitch!
Exactly.
Look, in my defense, it's a complication of mine that I've ignored up until this point to help.
That's fair. You do genuinely have a complication, Jesus Christ.
Now that I have sufficiently mopped the floor with Tatsumoto Takahashi's face, oh yeah, I'm gonna sock this guy in the wiener.
And then the injured Copycat goes to grab you again, Hyperact.
Okay, and my parry plus 10 you need?
Yeah.
25.
Yeah, he super failed.
Eh.
He's pretty messed up, so that would make sense. The other one, though, does run up and try to grab you as well.
Again? Come on, dude.
Damn, Nat 1. He also didn't get it. All right, so yeah, all of them have failed to get a hold of you. Sticky Steve, who is prone, is up next. Sticky Steve gets himself up. Seeing what you just did to Vapor Kappa, Lazerhawk, decides to run up on Visual Aid.
I feel like Sticky Steve is going to, surprise us all and end up being, this big bad mamma jamma and just fuck us all up.
Sticky Steve gets up. All right, this dice is going away. That's the second Nat 1 in a row.
No, keep
Nah,
it.
keep it.
We like that dice.
He goes to try to elbow drop on Hornet and misses. It's Hornet's turn, who in turn charges up her stinger, goes to wallop on Sticky Steve.
That's fine. Sticky Steve's already broke my heart. Knock her out, Queen.
So she just charges up these stingers and just does a multiple wallops on Sticky Steve,
Sleepy Sticky Steve.
who gets real bloodied up, just blood and ooze just flying everywhere.
Ooh, gross.
Tap out, brother.
It is Yardak's turn.
All right, let's do this thing.
So right now, you're right next to both Yartrav, the unconsciousness that is Vapor Kappa, and Lazerhawk.
To be clear, our team up is now or after?
Yeah.
So what exactly are you trying to do, and who are you going for?
Yeah, so who do you want to fuck up?
I want to fuck up, I think at most I could do 5 at once, right?
Oh, you want me to try to just round everybody in water? You're also going to have penalties to your roll.
Okay, so I guess we could pick one. Let's pick the uninjured copycat. Oh wait, there's 2 now!
Not to metagame, but I say that we put our focus on Copycat now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know which... Do we have... Were we keeping track of the one that's the main one? Do I know which one the main one is?
So it doesn't matter with him. It's not like a situation where you knock out the one and it knocks out the rest.
No, I know, but since the... would the injured one be able to copy himself too?
Yeah. It's unending copying.
Yeah, I don't like Copycat. He's overpowered.
Well, let's just try to do any of the copycats.
Well, as much as, yes, Copycat needs to go, if we can get rid of Yartrav, then it's only Copycat, and then all of us can focus on the Copycats at once.
That's fair, but Yartrav is also super fucked up, while we have 2 Copycats that are feeling pretty hunky-dunky, and y'all are about to hit something with the full force of the Water and Lightning God?
Yeah, I think let's go for...
Then we should do the uninjured Copycat, because the other one is kind of injured.
So to be clear, there's one brand new one, there's the original one, which does have a -1, and then there's the other one that's really hurt.
Okay, so let's do the brand new one.
I think you guys should hit the oldest and the newest, and let the injured one just imagine what hell shall befall him immediately after this.
What do you say, Dan?
It would only be a -2 roll. We could do both of them.
Okay, let's do it.
Alright.
I picture you shooting out your water in this big theatrical design, and I run along it until it ends up on the copycats that we are electrifying. What do I roll?
So it's going to be 2 lightning throws then, each with a -2.
Okay.
Yardak, I'm going to have you also do water whips,
Okay.
also with -2s.
Okay, so my first one was 26, and my second one is 22.
And Daniel.
So 15 and 13.
And then what is the DC on your lightning throws?
23.
Yardak, you kind of wave your hands around, combining all of this water, and throw it as Hyperact kind of takes off back and forth and eventually is running along it. And then the water splashes into the 2 copycats as Hyperact throws these lightnings.
And they get singed up and burnt to a crisp. Yes?
The one looks really burnt up, and the other one looks hurt, but not nearly as bad when the lightning hits them.
You just want to really physically assault somebody, and you're like, no.
So now you've got two copycats that look really messed up and one that looks kind of hurt.
And I give Current a major high five.
Alright, shit. You know who I am. You know what this is about. Pope Brandon Brownson here. Brand new album. When You're High is 10 brilliant songs. The greatest you've ever heard. Kiss My Ass, William Shakespeare. Fur Elise wasn't even that good. Listen to songs like Goopity, Tearing Into Your Ass on the Highway, Apple Fritter, At That Age, and so many more. Now available on Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, Tencent, Tidal, I don't know. It's like almost 20 places. Go check it out. Again, that's When You High by Pope Brandon Brownson. Now listen, baby, why don't you enjoy the rest of the episode if you will.
That is Yardak and Hyperact's turn then. It is now Yartrav's turn. Yartrav takes some of his water back then, that you had just taken for this last attack, and used it to kind of pull it around like a chain with a ball on the end to hit Hornet.
Well, that's not very nice.
His own little fly swatter.
Alright, and that hits.
No.
It hits, but right before it happened, Pam threw both of her arms up in front of her face to kind of stay the blast, and you see her boots scrape against the floor as she is slid back from the force, but she stays standing.
Oh, alright. Tough bitch.
But she is now also covered in water. She is completely wet.
If I could kind of peruse some shit around here, I imagine that this is a technique that Brock taught her that she could do using her boots, so Brock's just sitting there proud like, X gonna give it to him, kid. X gonna give it to him.
Alright, and then it is Visual Aid's turn.
Oh, it me again.
Alright, we need you to make a barrel of radiation to give these guys cancer.
Like, she could, but God.
We might lose tonight, but we'll win in the long run.
Unless we fucking get cancer too.
That's fine, it might give me my fucking extra arm.
I'm trying to, where are the, the really messed up copycats? Are they near me?
Yeah, pretty much you're right next to them. They just got splashed with water, and the third one is, like, right behind the other, the newest one is right behind the other two.
Would there be any way I'd be able to, like, put my hands up and do Razzle Dazzle on the two injured one, or maybe all three of them?
Okay, so yeah, you could choose to just Razzle Dazzle two of them. But now remember, with Razzle Dazzle, it is not an attack where you get, like, negatives the more people you do it on.
Yeah, no, I was saying I wasn't sure where they were, so I could do all three if I wanted.
You could, yes.
Okay, so I would like to do the three of them and Razzle Dazzle them, and maybe blind them so they don't know what the hell's happening.
Similar to what Pam just did to try to block the water attack, the two really injured ones get their hands in front of their faces just in time before it goes off.
Boo.
Third one catches it, like, full on, like, because he didn't see it coming at all.
Woo! I'm glad one of them's getting fucked up.
Yeah, he is just kind of blinking and, like, waving his hands and going, guys, where'd everything go? Who turned out the lights?
Yeah, he's stupid.
Are you doing anything else for your turn?
Maybe I might. No, I never moved closer to them, so I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Then it is Lazerhawk's turn. What are you doing?
So to clarify, we've got...
Of the enemies, there are 3 copycats, Sticky Steve, and Yartrav.
And Yartrav's, like, super fucked up, right?
Yeah, he looks pretty fucked up.
I would like to use extra effort to double solar shotgun Yartrav and the most fucked up of the copycats in an effort to hopefully knock them both out.
Okay. Roll those 2 attack checks, and don't forget this is going to fatigue you as well.
Oh, that's Gucci. So, the first one is a 26. 21.
Okay, so both of those are going to hit.
DC 25.
These 2 solar shotguns, I imagine like you have 2 hands out, like spread out, and they just charge up, and these blasts go off, and you catch Yartrav in the side of the head, as he just kind of like gushes out blood and falls face first down onto the ground.
Night-night, baby. Sweet dreams.
Meanwhile, the really injured copycat catches it straight in the chest and ends up on the ropes, like kind of just hanging on them, knocked out.
Go to sleep, baby. Go to sleep.
Are you doing anything else with your turn?
Nah, I'm Gucci.
Alright, so just sending out these 2 shots, you're fatiguing yourself with the energy you use. Of the 2 copycats that are left, the one gets up, sees what you've done, and immediately starts charging up to let out another one.
No.
You son of a bitch.
But because of how messed up he is, that's all he can do for this turn.
Ooh, it's like Venus forecasting solar beam. You gotta wait till next turn.
And then the other one is going to fail to shake off the blindness. And the final one, seeing what's going on, tries to basically get out of this little circle of, Visual Aid, Hyperact, and his quickly deteriorating comrades. And he goes and just runs up to Yardak and tries to punch him.
Oh, alright.
What's your parry plus 10?
18.
Okay, yeah, he swings wide and misses you.
Oh, look at the little chicken flap his wings.
Sticky Steve, meanwhile, looks like he's straining himself a lot and just immediately, waves his hand across and lets out, an open hydrant.
Ew.
Of just stickiness going all over the ground, all over this cage now.
Just a question, for no reason. Is the goo conductive to electricity?
It looks fairly liquidy, but you wouldn't really be 100% sure. It is Hornet's turn. Hornet goes to kind of reach over and punch Sticky Steve, but she gets caught in some of the goo. She swings wide, and you see the spark go off from her taser. The one Stinger Fist explodes, basically. Pile of smoke and sparks just goes off. And she's desperately trying to get it off of her hand.
Son of a bitch.
It's because of all the water she was covered in from Yartrav.
Oops.
It is Yardak's turn.
You said the one copycat is closer to me, right?
Yes, because he just ran up to you and tried to punch you.
And then there's 2 more, and are they, kind of just behind him?
You're looking right at the one that just tried to punch you. The other ones are off to, the right, so, not behind him.
Well, then I want to take the water that's around and create a big wave and try to come at it from the left side of me and have it slam into the one that's closest to me and then try to throw and have it continue and have him smash it into the other 2. And try, because I want to try to take all the copycats at once.
Okay, so it sounds like you're trying to do, an area attack with your water.
Yeah, like a water wave. Yeah, this is damage 10, piercing, 60-foot cone.
Okay, so it's a cone, so it's a cone that comes from you.
Oh, okay, well, I haven't moved yet. I'll just move and then cast it.
So you're going to throw this cone, but it's also going to hit...
You know what? It's for the team.
Yeah, actually, it's going to be Hyperact that you're going to potentially hit.
Oh no!
I don't think you've really gotten injured, so I don't know, hold your breath.
You have not. You and Visual Aid are the only ones who have gotten nothing.
Oh, you'll be fine. If I can take out all 3 of these fucking copycats at once.
Roll plus your dodge versus a total of 20. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, 10, and my dodge is 15.
I mean, even if you fail, as long as it's not too big of a failure, it's fine.
I rolled a 10, my dodge is 15, so 25.
Oh, you're fine.
Anytime I get less than a 10 or less, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, but you're very, very fast. Alright, so you see this coming and you immediately, zip out of the way. Same thing with the one who was not blinded, the one who's just, hurt, he gets out of the way. The one that is blinded and the brand new one, though, take the full brunt of it. The one that couldn't see anything just completely caught this, and he slams into the other one that was against the ropes. That one comes off the ropes and lands on him, and they're both unconscious. Yeah, there are 2 left, and they both look very injured.
And now it's my turn, isn't it?
Yes.
And now, fuck yeah, get that -2, because, I mean, if they're both really injured, it won't take much to knock them out.
Well, I have a hero point. Are they drenched in water?
The one that is right next to Yardak, yes, is drenched in water because he just got hit by the attack. The one that is next to you, also along with you, successfully dodged that last attack, so he is not.
Darn it. Okay. Because I was like, maybe I could, like, lightning the wet floor and take people out, but that would probably include friends. Who's wet?
I would say, yeah, of the copycats, the only one is wet.
I want to punch the dry one.
Okay, he's like right next to you, so you could punch him.
And then throw lightning at the other one. Can I do that? Or is that more than one?
That's going to be extra effort. Yeah, so that would just make you fatigued.
But that should be negatable with the hero point that Sama still has, right?
Oh, yeah. So yeah, you could power stunt that and use the hero point to negate the penalty.
Okay, I'm down to do that. Let's do that.
So you're going to want to roll for the punch first, so go for that.
So 22.
22? All right, that hits. What's the DC on that?
The DC is 23.
Boom.
It'd be hard to miss him, I think.
He dodged out of the way of the water, was still kind of caught up by that and watching, like, the other attack happen and knock his other guy out.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kind of cold cock him with your elbow in the side of the head.
Hell yeah.
And he just also falls down now. There's this pile of 3 knocked out copycats.
Sweet. And then in a swift motion, I, like, face the other one and throw lightning.
Man, this is a copy catastrophe.
Wow. And so you're throwing that lightning? Go for it.
Okay, a 10. Oh, but my lightning throw is 12. Okay, so 22. And the DC is 23.
All right. So you do this cold cock with your elbow against the one, immediately spin around, and just send this surge of lightning to the other one, who is just, again, still drenched in water. And this electricity just hits him full on in the back. And he basically falls unconscious into Yardak's arms.
Yeah!
And I let him go.
Boom, he falls to the ground.
Like, your arms are out, and you just move them out of the way.
Yes.
Visual Aid, it is your turn. What are you doing?
There's so many people have been taken out. Who's still around?
So I mean, of your non-teammates, the only one left is Sticky Steve.
Sorry, Steve. I'm going after Steve with the sword. At least I can get rid of it if it gets sticky.
So you're trying to get near to him, so make a dodge check.
21.
You're able to then successfully kind of dodge through the non-stickified parts of ground that are still left, and you come down with this swing, roll for your attack.
Okay. 31.
Oh!
Did you roll a natural 20?
No.
What's your DC on that?
It's 19.
So I'm just gonna be straight with you. He got a nat 1. You're nimbly dodging between these unstickified parts, and he sees you coming, and he's like, all right, I just gotta figure out where she's gonna jump next, and I'll get her. But you catch up to him faster than you realize you could, and you just slam him, slapping him with the side of your blade, like, right in the head.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And he kind of, like, he kind of looks, like, very out of it and dazed for a moment, and he staggers, and he falls and sticks to the ground right in front of him.
I'll look at my sword and go, ugh, as if, and make my sword disappear and make a brand new one.
Everyone roll a perception check.
I see nothing. I rolled a nat 1.
You fucking razzle-dazzle yourself.
15.
21.
22, baby.
I mean, it's a 5, mine.
You're distracted by your sticky sword. So then the other 3 of you notice this, though, is you see Elle is just screaming at management right now.
Ooh.
Why?
Alright.
So essentially, I want to try and get a situation where we're all facing off in the middle of the ring, make it look like we're all talking trash to each other, but in reality, I'm going, okay, we need to wrap this up. Shit's happening up there. She needs the money, gesturing toward Hornet, so let's fucking wrap this shit up.
Alright, everybody roll stealth check then.
25 for Nightlight.
24.
30.
No, a natural 20.
So you're all fine. You're communicating to one another. What is the next step then? We can say that you're out of initiative.
Okay, I'm going to, like, try and, like, pretend to, like, go after Pam with my sword.
Okay.
Like, do, like, a mime fight.
Basically, like, you're going up and you're all shoving each other and saying these things and kind of coordinating.
Yep.
Yeah.
Since both Pam and I have, like, trained with Lazerhawk, I'm gonna guess we trained together at some point.
Yeah, that's
that
definitely
we're
been
doing,
established.
like, a move that she would recognize.
Okay.
And also, y'all can, like, fake knock me out, because I don't need the money.
I sock Yardak in the head.
You just straight up backhand him.
Rude.
You really sold it, too, because there's just blood just, like, burst out of his nose.
I'm pretend to, like, go after Pam with my sword, but, like, in a way that she knows how to, like, block it and, like, push me away and, like, look like I'm knocked out in some way by, like, hitting me with her arm.
So you can say that you did a move like that. So I guess basically it sounds like everyone else is going to be throwing the fight.
Yeah.
How am I gonna go down?
I was going to say, how are you going to do this? Because remember, you got to do it, but make it look realistic. So we just described what happened between Lazerhawk and Yardak. That sounds good. After you do this fake swing at Hornet, and she successfully like, rebukes you, I imagine like she maybe even kind of does like a full-on, deflects the sword, picks you up, and like choke slams you onto the ground.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say in a way that we've trained doing this, so I'm not like hurt at all, but I'm gonna pretend to be hurt.
Exactly. Are you tapping out then at that point?
I'm gonna like pretend to like, for drama's sake, Ruby's been in film school, she's done some acting, like pretend to try and get up and be like, I can't. Get up, and I just like stumbling, and then I'm going to like fall back like I'm gonna faint. I'm gonna make a fucking fainting couch and fall on it.
That's fucking hilarious and very on brand.
It really is.
I'm not upset with you. I'm upset with RC for not giving you a hero point for that. That's funny.
All right, fine. You get a hero point for it.
Yeah!
All right, so that leaves Hyperact, Lazerhawk, and Hornet remaining.
Fight to the death.
In a similar way to what Ruby's doing, I just very clearly want to telegraph some shit that we've been over before. I don't need to be specific or theatrical, just knock me the fuck out, kid.
You go to grapple her, maybe, and she dodges out of it and gives you 2 quick jabs in the side, and then she kind of like tuck and rolls under your legs, elbow drops on the back of your head.
Well, one way or the other, I'm gonna sell it like I just got knocked too stupid to compete.
Are you tapping out? That's your tap out point?
Yeah, sure.
Before you say what you're thinking about doing, Hyperact, everyone roll perception again.
Including me, even though I'm knocked out?
Yeah, because you're not actually knocked out.
Oh, fucking duh, yeah.
I rolled a 1, but my perception is 9, so it's 10.
24, baby.
And I rolled a nat 20, but my perception is 8, so I got 28.
16.
So really, I'm fake knocked out, but I'm really focused.
Hyperact is too focused on like what's going on in the ring, whereas the rest of the 3 of you catch that like now management looks really pissed. L is screaming at management, and management is like pounding his fist against the glass, like pissed at what's going on.
So, having been quote-unquote knocked out, can it be safe to assume that I've been ushered out of the cage? Or are we just letting bodies stack?
Yeah, bodies are just slaying in this ground. Like some people, like Claw his way out. Claw crawled his way out. Like he's on the part of the stage that's outside of the ring, but still in the cage.
My idea for throwing the fight in Pam's favor is that I could go like I was gonna try running at her, and let's say
Don't forget the ground is also still sticky.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Is like I'm gonna go run at her, but I get stuck in the goo, and then I pretend that I'm like, well, I am stuck, and then I'm like afraid when she comes towards me. So then I like tap out before she gets there.
She goes to jump in the air, and she was going to come down on you with like a punch, and you just like tap out, and you hear ding, 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 ding. And the cage slowly starts to raise up back into the ceiling. And at this point, management has come out. His tie is like undone and everything. And he's like, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. First time newcomer, Stinger, has won tonight's arena match.
Not well. If his face is anything like yours, looks very not happy.
Also, yeah, he looks pissed, but the crowd is going wild. Like, you know, this was a wild, crazy fight. You know, just so many people. Claw kind of goes up and like kind of smacks one of the copycats awake, who starts to take back in the other versions of him.
You said that the cage is up now, right?
Yep, the cage has opened. Management has now descended out of the VIP area. There's like an announcing area, like high above everything.
I would like to try and stealth check my way up to a spot by the VIP area where I can hide and listen. Because that's what Brock does.
Okay, what is everyone trying to do? So, like, keep in mind, like, this is... You're not going to be able to stealthily bounce your way up there, if that's what you mean.
No, but I have a 16 stealth. I can fuck off my way over there. I can roll a couple times to move.
Okay, so I guess what you're saying is, like, what, you're going to go back behind the stage, like, behind, like, into the actual area?
I am trying to get as close to the VIP area as I can so I can hear what's going on. If I have to sneak my way backstage and go around, so be it.
That's what I'm saying, like, there's no stealthy way you would be able to just jump there, you'd have to go back around.
That's fine, and I figure I'm probably gonna have to roll more than once for that, which is also fine.
You're potentially doing that without conferring with anybody else. What is everybody doing? Remember, the cages come up, they're starting to send out, like, medics and stuff to kind of check on everybody. Management's kind of like, thank you so much for coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your eyes peeled for the next announcement of our next big event.
I want to see if I still have my cover, because I don't know if it's been blown. I want to stay near management to find out if I can maybe, like, talk to him.
So management isn't down with y'all. Like, the announcer area that he is at is, like, way up above.
He didn't come down to, like, hold Hornet.
Oh! This whole time I thought you meant, like, he came down and went into the ring to start saying this.
It's pretty much an announcer space that's right next to the VIP booth, looking down on everything.
Do I have my... No, I mean, I don't think it will be with me in the ring, but my phone?
I mean, I see no reason why you don't, but you're also you're also multiple stories underground, so I don't know what the signal's going to be like.
I go up to Pam and I'm like, good fight. I guess not really acting. I like Pam. But I'm gonna, like, start making is there a way to, like, not stealthily, obviously, but, like, make our way up to the VIP booth and act like, yeah, we can totally go up there?
There's not a straightforward way. Like, you cannot see a staircase, but you know that behind the scenes there's, like, a stairway that can get you there.
And we could just go there without it being weird.
Well, remember, you were kind of rebuked from going in there last time, so, like, it's not standard for sure.
Well, then, because she's, like, the person everybody is, like, looking at right now, just, like, arm around shoulder, and then make your own fucking stairs up to the announcing thing. It's like, yeah! Like, you're just, like, trying to be a hype man, and then it's a part of the show, so...
I love how I'm trying to do this stealthily, and y'all are just making a fucking staircase.
Well, you didn't consult with the team.
I was trying to figure out how to do it stealthily. I couldn't figure it out, and that's not where my power set is.
Except for all the illusions and other things you can do.
But I was even thinking, if I see Lazerhawk sneaking around, I could bring more attention to Pam and I, so they're, like, distracted by the two of us.
Throw confetti out of your hands as you
Yeah,
go.
fireworks and
Oh
shit.
my god, I love that. Actually, fuck it, I'm making fireworks for Pam. Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, that was a great fight!
You're like the genie in Aladdin right now, like, Prince Ali.
Yeah.
Howdy ho, neighborinos, Pope Brandon Brownson here. I hope you guys enjoyed that ad for my latest album, When You High, which I'm totally gonna plug again, just super quick, see it's already done. Anyway, I just wanted to take a moment to ask you guys out there to check out the links in our show notes. Owen K.C. Stevens, a game designer, owner of Rogue Genius Games, and all-around good guy, has been hit with some pretty harsh medical issues lately. The folks over at Bundle of Holding have put together a set of Rogue Genius Pathfinder materials. If you'd like to pick up some books and help support someone who has done so much good work in the Mutants and Masterminds community as well, we ask that you take a moment and follow that link. But for now, hey, back to the mayhem.
Brandon, roll a stealth check. So I now know what Visual Aid is doing, kind of like taking Pam up to this. What are the other two doing? And at this point, like, Medic revived Yartrav, and he kind of gives you a thumbs up. He's like, hell yeah, brother. We gave him a hell of a fight.
And I want to say to him, yeah, we'll get him next time. Fuck these landwalkers.
Let's say that Nightlight goes off to wherever Copycat is.
All right, well, Copycat is kind of gone back to the gym area. Like every loss in a sports movie, like his elbows are on his knees, he's got a towel around his neck, he's just looking down.
Uh-huh.
Damn. Thought I had this.
Well, you didn't. Sorry, not sorry. I want to see what the vibe is, like if my cover's still there or not.
And he looks up at you and goes, hey.
Sure, I'll just say hey back.
Can't believe we let a newbie beat us.
I know, she was surprisingly strong.
And Yardak, what are you doing? Sorry, you're the only one who I don't really have a clear idea of. You're just going with Yartrav?
Like, yeah, I'm just, I guess, hanging with Yartrav.
All right, so the medics took him back, and you're kind of just hanging out with him as they're doing basic human medical things to him.
I can't give away my secrets.
He already established that he knows you can heal because you tried to heal Rachel, and he had to be like, don't help them.
Oh, true. Okay, well then I guess if I want to be on his good side, then I can give him a little healy heal. Not too much, cause still fuck him.
I guess, yeah, roll a healing check.
Come on, that one! Oh, a 3?
You heal him up a little bit. Some of the color comes back to his cheeks, and wounds heal up a bit. It doesn't look 100%, but he looks better. Lazerhawk, roll me a stealth check.
29?
Some guards come in, but you're kind of like, walking with confidence. You're just like, oh, sorry, I'm just heading this way. Excuse me. And then, like, some other guards are coming, and you're starting to get into a section where you probably shouldn't be, and you're successfully, like, ducking around them, staying out of their line of sight.
Hiding in plain sight's paying off, baby.
Meanwhile, back out in the arena, fireworks are going off.
Yeah!
A staircase is just forming out of nowhere. Pam looks also, like, super out of her element.
Yeah, we're semi-doing the, like, Rocky run, but the stairs are, like, becoming stairs as we run up.
Ooh, I like that.
And then when we're alone, I kind of whispered to Pam, I was like, I'm trying to get close to see if we can hear anything. Just go with it.
When you get up to that little, like, announcer station, you see management, and he kind of just goes to shake Pam's hand, and he goes, we really don't normally have people up here. That was a hell of a production you did right now, getting her up here, so, we'll let it slide for now.
Yeah, always good for a production, and I make, like, basically a firework explosion, like, right behind us.
You do see Elle, who is just staring daggers at you.
Mm-hmm. She knows.
I just don't acknowledge it at all. I'm just like, yeah!
Meanwhile, back with Copycat and Hyperact, what are you doing?
I guess we're just talking about, like, that fight and how insane it was. Like, yeah, the newcomer's surprisingly strong. I've never seen anyone fight like that, and her toys looked cool.
Yeah, she kind of came out of nowhere, like, didn't really even feel like she was doing a ton in the fight, and then bing, bang, boom, took us all out.
If it wasn't for Sticky Steve's goo, I probably would have been able to take her out.
He actually sees Sticky Steve coming in, looking a little defeated, and he, like, grabs a weight and hucks it at him.
Oh.
Like a 2-pounder, and just hucks at him, and it misses him, and it, like, smashes into the wall, and he's like, what the fuck, Copycat? Cost us the match, dipshit. Fuck you. And he goes, and Sticky Steve goes to leave.
I'm just like picturing as he goes away.
Back with Yartrav, you heal him up, and he's like, man, thanks, brother. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I thought we had that one, but those little bastards got us in the end.
We're gonna make a little bit of money for this still. I'm not staying here tonight, that's for sure. You want to get out of here?
I don't know. What do I do? I don't want to go with him. But I want to leave this, like, nice enough that, like, when I run into him in the future, I can use him.
Tell him you got some shit to do. You have plans. But maybe next time.
Dan has clearly never had to get out of an awkward situation that he doesn't want, like, a party he doesn't want to go to.
No, because I always have, like, somebody, like, just grab my arm and be like, hey, we gotta go. But nobody's with me right now. God, why am I sweaty? Nah, I fucking wish, but that stupid jumpy asshole smacked me in the face, and I gotta get some rest. I'm beat.
You're staying here tonight?
No, not here. God, no.
All right. Well, roll deception.
Oh, fucking Christ. 12 and... Oh, I have a 9. 21.
All right, brother. Well, you got my Ripple comms, so, like, hit me up we'll paint the town red or whatever the hell these humans say about, going out and having fun.
Hell yeah, you got it, dude.
Meanwhile, Lazerhawk, roll me another stealth check.
Can do, baby boy. Ooh, look at that natural 20. That's a 36 altogether. Ooh.
Yeah, you make it up those next couple of floors, and you get to the VIP area, and there are 2 guards standing out front of it. It's a straight hallway. There's nowhere you can hide to get around them.
Is that like a vent I can duck in?
Can I use my hero point to edit the scene for Brandon?
All right, we're out of initiative, so I'll let you do that if that's what you want to do.
I would like to make a vent for Brandon to hide in.
Rachel, I owe you the warmest and friendliest of hugs.
All right, so you duck into a vent.
I want to sit in the vent and listen. I want to hear what's going on. I'm on reconnaissance, baby.
Yeah, you've done well enough in your stealth checks. I'll say that you made it there. A lot of rich people just kind of like in tuxedos and dresses and stuff. Oh my god, that was amazing. Have you seen, I've seen some of them fight before. Have you seen them fight before?
Well, I guess I'm gonna sit and spin until I hear something.
And I'm still, like, right outside.
You're right outside. Like, pretty much, like that door that he was going to come in, you're on the opposite side of it.
I just thought of something ridiculous I could do with my powers.
All right, what are you doing?
Because I was wearing a hood was how I was hiding my identity, right?
Yeah.
So I make myself a nice dress to wear, but it still has, like, a hood on this dress. Like, I'm imagining, like, a red dress with, like, a very ridiculous oversized hood, and I was like, let me join the party! And I make a, like, nice evening gown.
Okay. All right, you do that.
If this fucking works and completely nullifies my stealth rolls. If this outrageous shit works.
And then I Pam was like, you want to dress up or you good the way you are?
No, I'm good. Thanks, though. I'm real tired, actually. I think I want to get out of here and get to sleep. Where do I go to collect my winnings? And management kind of goes, oh, yeah, if you're ready to get the winnings, you come with me. You're going to get quite a bit more than the rest of them.
Sounds just like Pam's about to die. They're not paying this girl. They're just going to take her in the back and just fucking knife in the gut.
Basically says to you visually, hey, you stay here. We'll talk in a bit. Please get to know some people.
And so I can go into the VIP area now, right? Because that is an invitation?
Essentially.
Great. I go in and I make myself a glass of champagne.
Management leaves with Pam and goes out the door that Brandon skipped over, heading back towards the offices.
Is he talking while he's walking?
I mean, no one can tell. Unless someone's following along with him in the
vents. For the
vents.
record, I'm trying to be in the vents of the offices. I'm trying to be where I can actually hear shit.
I imagine that the vents would go over to wherever they're going to, right?
Yeah, the vents are pretty good about, they can kind of get to different spots.
Start crawling.
Let's just kind of recap real quick. So, Sticky Steve, Claw, all of them kind of went back to the rooms. Yartrav puts on, the underwater equivalent of a leather jacket with a popped collar and leaves.
It's made out of dolphin skin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he puts on a dolphin skin jacket. It's super smooth.
I hate it so much. Oh.
And you see him heading towards management's office.
Oh, that's right, because we get a little bit of money, but not a lot.
Lazerhawk, you catch management and Pam, kind of following along in the vents. You get to his office. Yartrav's there, catches up around the same time. Hey, just looking to get my winnings and get out of here. And management goes, yeah, I guess, sure. And it ushers them both in. Inside the office, he opens up the safe, and he gets out some money. He hands a small little stack to Yartrav, who counts it. He goes, 2,000. I thought it was going to be 3,000. Well, you put on a shit performance, so
Oof.
We're not really looking to have you on again. We spent a lot of money on that underwater tank. Didn't really pay off for us.
Ooh,
That's
sorry.
fucking hilarious.
And Yartrav says, this is bullshit. You're going to wish you hadn't messed with me. Pops his collar again and leaves. And then with Pam, he's kind of just pulling out stack after stack. He's like, you did a really great job tonight. You really threw us through a loop. I'm not going to lie. Newcomers don't usually win like that. You ever thought about sticking on with us? Kind of traveling around, make some more money. And Pam's just kind of like, no, I think I'm all right. I think, I wasn't expecting to win either, but, I think if I could just get my winnings, I'll get out of your hair, And he kind of puts the money down on the table and he goes, you sure? You're sure, you don't want more people finding out about, powers and being a post-human? I know that's not a popular thing.
I will break this man's neck.
And she goes to reach for the money and she says, no, I'm good, thanks. And he says, well, think about it. We'll contact you, check in on you.
I'll snap you like a fucking Slim Jim, sir. Dig it.
Meanwhile, Hyperact, you're over with Copycat still. What are you doing?
Well, since now that I know everybody was heading over there to collect their winnings, I'm gonna let everyone know, like, hey, I'm gonna go see if I can collect my cash. Be right back.
All right, so really the only people in that room were Yardak then and Copycat.
And Sticky Steve.
No, Sticky Steve went back to his room after...
oh, right, after the weight was thrown at him.
As one does.
A very emotionally stable individual, Copycat.
I'm going to edit what I said earlier. Actually, I'm going to say that when I made champagne, I actually made myself, like, a non-alcoholic, like, basically apple juice. Just so I could, like, because somebody doesn't want to get drunk, she has a job to do.
Sounds like Hyperact's heading to management's office. Yardak, what are you doing?
I want to hang around with these rich people, see what things I can hear with my fish ears.
You are in the back room where...
You are nowhere near the rich people.
No, I want to go to the rich people.
Oh, okay, well that's different.
Yeah, come up my staircase, Atlantean dude.
No, is that what you do? Do you go back up the staircase that Visual Aid made?
Are there still a shit ton of people in the arena?
They're pretty much clearing out at this point. Like, there's a lot of people still in the VIP space.
Oh, okay. Well, then, in that case, yeah. I feel like it'd be really fucking strange to have an entire arena full of people, and I'm just like...
That's what they did, so...
Yeah, but they had... Yeah.
I had fireworks!
Yeah, she had fireworks.
Alright, so you're heading up that way. Hyperact, I think you get to management's office, and you... What do? Knock on the door?
Okay, so yeah, I knock on the door.
Come in.
Hey, management, I thought I'd collect my winnings. You seem upset, are you okay?
I'm fine. A new kid here just doesn't want to stick around with us. You should, come on, tell her what it's like. Tell her, you think it's worth it, right? I mean, I'm surprised you're coming to collect the winnings. You live here, basically.
True. I was trying to just overhear if there was anything going on.
Pam looks like she really wants to get out of there. That's her kind of demeanor.
I mean, to be honest, it's been fun, but I have also been thinking that I've had my fill.
And his face immediately turns from come on, try to help me out to what the fuck are you saying?
Oh, now you gotta fight him. He has powers.
Hey, where the fuck your name is, Stinger? You have a good night, alright? Close the door on your way out. Hey, Nightlight, hang out for a minute.
Alright.
And Pam goes to leave.
This is a whole lot of not what I was trying to fucking hear.
So, I guess, what are you trying to hear?
I was hoping Elle was gonna come back in and they were gonna yell at each other, to be honest, but clearly I see that,
I'm with Elle, right?
Yeah, Yardak has kind of shown up too, and you notice immediately, Yardak, that Elle is staring daggers at Visual.
She doesn't even look like her. How would she know that it's her?
Ruby's been using her fucking powers all night.
I mean, that's true.
And this woman is literally connected to the Rat Princess, who is paid to know shit about post-humans. Don't insult my characters like that. Insult RCs all you want.
You got me there.
And I purposely, because I could tell Lee's staring, and I don't want her to suspect that that's Yardak, so I don't go up to Yardak.
Does Yardak go up to you, though?
Ooh, yeah, what if she thinks that Yartrav is me?
Ooh.
So does Yardak go up to Visual Aid when you get into this VIP area?
No, because if I don't want to cause an issue, little Rat Lady's pissed.
Go to the Rat Lady and schmooze her.
I'll grab a thing of champagne. Wait, was it just Ruby creating champagne, or was there actual champagne here?
There was actual champagne.
People with serving champagne and little shrimp and things.
Ruby was making her own champagne, and stealing some shrimp. Ruby made her own champagne for two reasons. One, for show, and two, because she didn't want alcoholic champagne.
So I want to grab 2 champagnes and kind of schmooze my way up to Rat Lady and really blatantly flirt with her.
And you see her kind of take a deep breath and go, well, thanks, sugar. How's it going?
So yeah, I want to after she says that, I want to hand over the glass and say, I might not have won down there, but I'm okay with coming second again.
You know, I've heard you Atlanteans are forward like this, but that was unexpected.
But was it unappreciated?
I didn't say that.
Ruby's like smoozing and pretending to like smooze with like the other rich people who are unimportant, but listening. And then here's us like, what the fuck?
All right. Meanwhile, back in management's office with Lazerhawk, the door closes as Pam leaves. What the fuck was that?
I mean, to be honest, I joined up because I needed the money, and it's been tough, and I'm just not enjoying myself anymore.
Nightlight, you're our number one winner. I know tonight was a bit of a unexpected twist, but come on, you love this. I've seen how good you are at it. Just stick around, just a little longer. Come on, just till the next one. Then we'll talk it out some more. We'll figure something out.
I'll sleep on it.
That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking, kids. Sorry to get so serious on you. You really keep this place together. We're like a family here.
Fuck off!
Any boss that tells you you're a family.
Pizza party!
A lot of this is me just living out retail trauma in a lot of ways.
Are you sure you're okay? You really seem like something messed you up today.
Yeah, I might have taken some funds and kind of placed some bets on how tonight was going to go, and it just didn't go my way. And it's fine, really. We made good with all the people we had coming in and stuff. Just didn't work out for me personally. And then I had a special friend here, and she doesn't seem to really be enjoying it so much, and I'm worried about what that might mean for the future of this. But yeah. So anyway, you know what? I'm going to get back up to the party. Do you want to come with?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm sure she'd like to meet a winner like you. Yeah.
Sounds good.
And so the two of them head on back up to the VIP area. And at this point, you notice that a lot of the VIPs have started kind of making their way out. Some people are talking about after parties and things like that.
I guess I'm gonna slowly crawl out of the vent like an asshole, for the record. This was a whole lot of fucking nothing.
I tried to help. I was trying to distract them.
Up in the VIP space now that Hyperact and management have come in, it's them, Visual Aid, L, Yardak, and like a couple leftover like waiters and things like that, plus a couple VIPs left.
I'm going even farther away than them, hopping out the vents and then making it look like I'm walking down the hall up to the fucking guards. Hey, baby, I gotta get my paycheck then.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check with management. We're only letting certain people in here. Give me 1 second.
Hey, you gotta frisk me or something, baby? Go ahead, pat me down, make sure I'm good. I'm just trying to get that bread and butter, baby.
The one guard, is kind of standing there with you. He's doing kind of just the puffing his chest out kind of thing. The other one goes in and you hear, the others hear him whisper to management, hey, we've got, Midnight Neon here.
We got a fucking moron.
Who wants to get his money.
Midnight moron or something.
and management goes, looks over at L and tries to play it cool, and he's like, "Yeah, let him in for a minute here. We'll get him gone real quick."
It's the man of the hour, the man with the power too sweet to be sour. Midnight Neon, Jack Daddy. How we doing? What a show tonight!
Yeah, Midnight Neon, you did a really great job. Thanks for coming out. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out like a wad, like the same amount that he gave to Yartrav, and he tosses it to you.
I catch it and smell the money.
You have a motorcycle helmet on.
He just smacks it up against it, and you hear a deep inhale.
Yeah, I know.
No, you weren't. You had forgotten that.
It works.
And no one knows that this is not alcoholic, but Ruby downs her drink and makes a new one.
All right, so now all of you are in this room together, along with the guards, a couple VIPs, and L and management. I'm
trying to stay the fuck away from L.
I'm trying to get the fuck near L, but Yardak's already got that covered.
Yeah, what are you saying? Management kind of took notice of you, Yardak, and it doesn't look thrilled with you macking on his lady.
Oh, I'll hit on him too.
What have you been saying to L this whole time? after that glorious one-liner.
Oh, God, you're gonna make me think of some other gross shit to say?
No, you don't have to think of some other, just like, what topics are you talking about? What are you trying to
okay.
Trying to get her to get out of here?
Oh, like, talking about, like, the fight, like, trying to, like, insinuate that I'm, like, a tough guy. You know, like, why wouldn't you want a tough man like me?
What brings you around these parts?
Wow, that's a real nice necklace you got on there. Where'd you get it?
Claire's.
No, you fancy. It's from Icings.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they had a name change
Roll
thing.
deception.
Oh, fuck me up. Okay.
And are you really saying it's from Claire's?
No. Yeah, we're gonna double down. Okay, 12. What, deception? 9, 21?
No, it's not.
Family heirloom?
I can't give away all my secrets.
Something about you seems so familiar. Can't quite place it.
And I can hear this, right?
Yeah. There's so many people that have left the room that pretty much everyone can hear it.
I know, I get that a lot, and I know the answer. It's because you saw me in your dreams.
All right. What's everybody else doing now?
Well, Ruby's still, I assume, smoozing with someone, but listening to this, because my plan is, if she starts noticing anything about Yardak, to make some kind of distraction.
Okay.
I wanted to roll a perception check because I'm just observing management.
Okay, roll perception.
21, I think. 12 plus 9. 21.
Am I the only one of us she's glaring at?
I mean, she's not glaring at, but she does seem a little suspicious of Yardak. I don't think she's paying too much attention to Midnight Neon.
Oh, that's a real shame. Because I'm about to get her attention.
What's your number?
21 total.
Yeah, you can tell, management seems a combination of emotions. Frustrated, he's sweating a bit, looks a little nervous, looks a little upset. In hindsight, this probably should have been an insight check, but that's a problem for me, not for you.
Oops.
But yeah, he's sweating. Elle kind of looks very calculating around the room. Whatever the others are about to do, you're percepted well enough that you'll be able to pick up on it, which, yeah,
okay.
What is everybody trying to do?
I think she knows who we are, and I think we've been made, and I think we're gonna have to fuck shit up. I think.
No. Hang on.
To be fair, she doesn't know who you are. You've never met.
Well, I mean, you guys have been made. I think.
We have history, which is why I want to try and get her alone, outside of here, where we can talk, and I think I know how I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna start off by rolling a deception check.
Okay.
If there was ever a fucking time to get in that 20. 23.
Alright, what are you trying to do?
And listen up, Jack Diddy, I think you and me got a little conversating to do over a mutual employer. And I'd kinda lean in and mumble that part a bit.
And she cocks an eyebrow and she says to Yardak, "Sugar, if you excuse me, I just got some business to attend to." And she says to management, "Wait up for me."
Let's go have a little conversation somewhere more private-like.
All right. And yeah, she follows you out into the hall then, and it's just, I guess, if you go a little ways down from the guards, I guess.
Look, I have enough respect for you not to bullshit you, and I take off the helmet. We owe each other favors. What have I gotta do to get you to not finance these people anymore?
Oh, the direct approach.
Bold.
Well. Long time no see. Even longer, I realized. Last time I heard about you, you got caught up by some little girl.
And here I was about to compliment you, Elle.
I don't need your compliments, Lazerhawk.
After all this time, is this the foot that we want to get off on?
Well, it sounds like all I gotta do is put a little bit of money into this here operation and it will annoy you, and that's really all I need. I also I just watch get your ass kicked again.
First of all, bold of you to assume that I didn't throw that fight. Second of all, again, we owe each other favors. What have I gotta do?
Well, I think we call this evens. I won't reveal your secret. I won't continue to fund these people, and you stay the hell out of my business.
And I stick out my hand to shake on it.
Pleasure doing business with you, Shug.
You as well, darling. Hey, You guys still do the number 5 special?
Of course, it's our most popular. She runs a ramen shop in the underground, since Sam looked confused by that statement.
And there is a reason for that, L. I put the helmet back on. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got a little schmoozing and carousing to do around here before I make my exit, Jack Daddy. By the way, and I slide up the visor. By the way, kind of base this whole thing on you a little bit. Real funny that you're here.
And she reaches up and she puts the visor back down.
Fuck off.
So yeah, I think she goes back into the VIP room. I don't know if that's where you're going too.
Might as well. Just to be around my friends, worst case shit does go down.
She walks up to management, and management kind of tries to, put his arm around her. She has a little fan, and she just uses the fan to kind of push his arm away. Listen, I've been giving it a lot of thought, and I think my organization is done funding this little event of yours. It has not proven to be as fruitful, and frankly, it's becoming more of a hassle than it's worth.
Sucks for him, bud.
I feel like it should just drop dead quiet and everybody just looks at management.
Rock's wearing the motorcycle helmet. I'm smiling from ear to fucking ear.
But, we can't do this without you. It's, this makes money, but it needs funding. I thought you were on my side. That's just not working out for me anymore. Good luck. Don't call me. Yeah, and she just goes to kind of strut on out.
Ooh, that's rough, Jack Daddy.
Bummer. And I make another glass of champagne. This one's real champagne, and hand it to management.
He immediately spins around and throws it at the window, and he says, "You fuckers lost me my job. You lost me everything. Sons of bitches." And he kicks a chair over.
Can I zap him to knock him out?
Just choose violence at the very end here.
Yeah, just because, obviously he's raising the,
I'm watching this unfold.
I'll make some popcorn for you, Yardak.
Yardak is mentally preparing the blog post that's going on social later about this.
Yes, you know me, because I'm quite the blog poster, the Atlantean.
He's escalating the situation, so I want to sort of, sneak behind him and just go, zzz, in his head.
I'm trying to distract him. I was like, dude, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right before he gets I want to be sitting back with my little champagne, and right before Sama goes, I want to go clear.
So yeah, you zap him immediately. Though the guards go for their guns.
I zap him.
I forgot they were there.
All right, roll that attack check.
Okay. The first one is going to be 20.
That hits.
Yeah, okay, that hits. And then the second one, that's going to be a 24.
Yeah, both of those super hit. What's the DC?
25 on Megasonic Missile. Jesus, Solar Shotgun's 24.
Alright, yeah, both of them are immediately, boom, boom, both of them are knocked out.
So, hey, you guys want to, blow this fucking pop stand?
Are there still rich people in this room?
RC said most of them.
Yeah, most of them are gone. A few of them do look like, oh my god, what the hell just happened? I mean, they were also reacting to his outburst as well.
I want to look up to them. Hey, you guys see this stack of money? Here, fight over it. Don't talk to anyone.
Hi. As you see, this seems to be over, and if you don't want to, see law enforcement come soon, I would leave.
Yeah, they immediately panic and run.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing now?
I never got my money. Shame.
It's okay, Vault's over there. I could probably blow it open. Hey, we should probably get a hold of whoever's arresting it.
Betsy?
Yeah, I guess Betsy would probably be the person to get a hold of with that.
Well, I mean, I sent the text.
Oh yeah, you already did send a text. Did you get anything back on that?
You check your phone, you see a thumbs up emoji.
Well, that doesn't give us a general time frame.
It was from almost immediately after you sent the message.
Okay.
Well, I feel like one of us should try to get up there and get a hold of Betsy and figure out how far out they are. Also, how fucked up are the other people? Looks at Myra. How much of a fight are the other people gonna put up? We technically haven't knocked them out yet. I feel like we could.
Myra, you get a little... You have, like, a little, like, bracelet on, and it just starts vibrating a bit, and that's kind of a sign to you. Basically, like, it's go time.
So I guess I go meet them outside.
Okay, so you rush upstairs?
Yep.
You get up there, and it's basically, like, more Union members than Riverside has seen in some time.
Excellent.
Ooh, we getting a Union resurgence?
Is my boyfriend here?
Yeah, Alan Rickard's absolutely there. Kevin Lewis is there, Betsy's there, and then just a bunch of, like, guards you've really never seen before, like, security personnel. Couple agents, couple, like, operatives. Basically, I'd say it's probably a total of, like, 15 guys.
Can we say that Brock followed?
Sure.
I take off the fucking motorcycle helmet, throw it to the ground. I hated all of that. I hated that whole character. Thank God.
I probably should have said before I left, like, oh, they're here.
I just sort of follow on a whim.
You've been up there for a little while by the time Lazerhawk gets there. And basically Betsy's like, all right, what's the play?
Okay, so we've got Copycat, we've got Claw, we've got Sticky Steve, but I don't think he really wanted any part in this. I think Sticky Steve is a good guy. I definitely think that Copycat was bullying people into sticking around against their will, so...
Sticking around?
Definitely lock him up good. His ability is that he can replicate, so...
Careful.
Yeah, be careful.
Few extra pairs of cuffs, Betsy.
You see every agent has a pair of cuffs with them, so you've got like 15 guys with power dampening cuffs.
Perfect.
So, head down, grip him, rip him?
Should we, like, to, like, keep our cover in case we ever need these, like, identities again, pretend to be, like, arrested with the rest of them?
Nah. You can just make a new identity.
Oh, fuck that. Brock's taking off all the Midnight Neon shit. I'm just Lazerhawk again.
Yeah, are you leading the charge then, Hyperact?
Yeah, I mean, because I'm not keeping my cover, like, that was the whole point, so...
That's true.
When you say basically, like, that you're about to head back down, Betsy flips open a briefcase, and your Hyperact suit's inside.
Ooh.
I've missed this!
I imagine you do one of those quick, like, changes.
Yes.
And yeah, you're coming back down. It's 15 agents and Lazerhawk and Hyperact. The guards are starting to, like, you know, take defensive positions. There's like gunfire starting. Like, it's breaking out into a bit of a fight.
Oh.
One of them is Rickard, right?
Yes.
He's near me, and I, like, take my hood down with still the domino mask, and I just kind of whisper, hey, babe.
I think he has to grab you when you do that, though, because someone starts firing. He, like, grabs you, spins around so you're behind a corner together.
How romantic!
He leans out with his pistol and starts firing down at the person who shot at you.
And then I drop an anvil on that person.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, basically, Yartrav and Elle both left before things went down.
Hornet's gone, right?
Hornet left, yeah, before all this went down, too.
Okay.
I want to punch Vapor Kappa again. I don't care if he's still knocked out.
Yeah, he was literally, like, in a hospital bed style, like, just in the medical area. He's, like, awake, but barely. He's got, like, you know, Ivy strapped up to him.
Can I say that, like, before I walk in there, I ask, like, a guard for his power dampening cuffs?
Sure.
I would like to walk in while he's still all woozy, slap the cuffs on him before he can even realize what's happening. With the cuffs, kind of yank him, like, right face to me. I told you I was gonna put you behind bars, you motherfucker!
Well, you got me this time, Lazerhawk.
About fucking time.
Alright, so you've captured him. Hyperact, what are you doing?
I have my own pair of power dampening cuffs, and I put them on Copycat. This is for flow.
The cuffs turn on, the energy kind of drain out of him, and he goes, I knew I shouldn't have trusted you. Yardak, what are you doing then?
Spit out some water globules from my wrists, a la a certain arachnid-equipped person. And, like, help Union and, like, kind of go, like, and, like, get some of the guys who are shooting.
So yeah, you're helping to take down some of the guards, making it an easier time.
And I'm imagining I'm dropping anvils on more guards, not just the one.
Yeah. Like, you're both, like, basically, you're storming this whole facility. You're taking people into custody. You see Claw and Sticky Steve kind of being let out in cuffs.
Oh, Sticky Steve!
I'm gonna say go easy on that one. He didn't really want to be here.
Nightlight, you rat us out to the fucking feds?
Fun fact, I am the feds.
What the fuck?
It's okay, Jack Daddy, if you ever get out, I would actually really like to have you around the Lazerhawk. You seem like a good kid, you're useful.
And he just looks like, what the fuck is going on? So, eventually then it all kind of settles down. Everyone's loaded into the vans who's been captured. Kevin Lewis walks up to you, Myra. Reaches out and shakes your hand. Congratulations, Hyperact. Job well done.
Thanks!
And Betsy comes in and gives you a handshake as well.
I really appreciate the efforts to get me out.
I had nothing better to do.
I'm always down to party. Thinks back on the R-Trav situation.
Of course, I'll always be there for you.
Aww.
I think we have another mission gearing up that we're going to want your assistance on, but you've put in a lot of time on this, so I want to give you a little bit of time to spend in Riverside for the next couple days. We'll want to see you in Alpha Base.
Okay, see you then.
Well, I'd say that this is a cause for celebration. Tell me, did these knuckle fucks go to Jack's with you, or is that a newer thing?
Where the mozzarella sticks are?
Yes.
Well, yeah, Brock's gonna suggest that we go get loaded.
Loaded potato skins!
Works for me.
So yeah, what do you do with your couple days in Riverside, Myra?
I want to catch up with my siblings. More so my brother, because I heard that he went on some adventures while I was away.
Because I don't think Myra actually met Agent Alan Rickard that much. That Ruby has her come meet Rickard and maybe has Bethany come with them too. Because I'm I want to be meet my boyfriend.
Oh yeah, if I'm invited somewhere, I'll definitely do that.
We should have a day where we meet up at Jack's. During the day specifically, where Ruby brings Rickard, and you know what? I like you, Myra. You're allowed to meet my precious baby boy.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Carl.
Hi, Carl. I'm Myra. Nice to meet you.
How do you know my dad?
It's one of my work friends, kid.
Oh, okay, cool. Dad, what do you do for work now?
All sorts of crazy shit. I'll tell you when you're older.
Okay.
In the back of my head, probably sooner than I care for, Jesus Christ.
How old is he supposed to be?
14.
Old enough to have powers soon.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say I invited Bethany too.
And I think Bethany runs up and hugs you and goes, Myra, oh my god, it's been so long.
I know. I'm so excited to catch up.
Can I snap a pic? Are you on social?
Am I on social?
It's basically the amalgamation social network that bought out Twitter and Facebook and all the others, and TikTok and...
Sure, let's take a selfie.
Bethany has become a social influencer, by the way.
What I understand, she makes hero fan cams and reviews Oreo cookies.
Well, she does definitely post footage of us.
Yeah, she's definitely made a visual aid fan cam.
Oh, and send me that picture so I can have it too.
So you all get together and hang out at a beautiful day at Jack's. It's been a long time, obviously, Myra, since you've been there. Jack doesn't say it, but he kind of knows, because he knows about the other secret identities now. He has some theories about you, because he's heard that Hyperact is back in town.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you've established this, but I'd imagine there's a picture of Austin on the wall.
Oh, there definitely is.
Any idea what your next mission is?
Not a clue.
It's okay, I got my boy distracted at the Pac-Man machine.
Well, it was fun working together again. I hope this one doesn't keep you away for as long.
And I definitely hope it's not as involved.
Honestly, this time we gotta have some kind of communication.
Alright, kid, now remember, the red ghost is the aggressive one.
Are you running to Alpha Base, or are you going to have them...
Yeah.
It'd be faster than getting on a plane and going there.
Well, because last time she took a vulture craft.
Oh, well, if they have one prepped, I'm not going to turn it down.
They have it prepped and ready to go. There's a rooftop, a hospital landing pad that they have it prepped on, ready for you when you're ready.
Well, if it's a rooftop, Brock's there.
Nah.
I'll see you off, kid.
Carl's mom comes and collects him. Mo kind of just tags along a bit.
I know you came to us for this one, but don't forget we can always come to you for one of yours.
I might take you up on that.
Heard a lot about you over the years, kid. It's a pleasure to finally work with you. And I stick out my hand. You've earned my respect.
And I shake it. And then I give anyone else who is a hugging person a hug.
I just run up and hug you, and I was like, you were not allowed to go away for that long again.
Yeah, Brock slunks back in the shadows once people start hugging.
I figured.
And you load up onto the Vulture craft, which has its autopilot set, and everyone watches as it vertically lifts off into the sky and takes off heading westward.
Bye!
I wave as long as I'm visible.
Just picturing her in the window, just hand to the glass. Very sad, listening to Come Clean by Hilary Duff as she cries.
Chapter 67, maybe the Clash Club Part 3. Masks and Mayhem uses the game Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition by Green Ronian Publishing. We are not affiliated. Be sure to check out our Ko-Fi if you're interested in helping the show grow. That's ko-fi.com/mayhemcast. This episode was written, produced, and finally given a little vacation time by our Gamemaster, R.C. Byler, with production assistance by myself, Pope Brandon Brownson. If you enjoy the show, please leave a review on podchaser.com. Our logo art is by Jenn Evans, and our font is by AJ Eisen. Music for the episode was done by myself, Pope Brandon Brownson. Additional music credits, social media links, blog posts, and episodes can be found on our website at masksandmayhem.com.
Good job, team.
Yay!
No, can we call it the Hyperact?
Chapter 63. Nyum.
So yeah, what did everybody think?
I thought that was fun.
That was fucking fun.
Yeah, the big fight was fucking fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy I got to share an arc with you finally, Sama.
Yay!
It's been too long.
My favorite part was just dropping in.
My favorite part was Sticky Steve. Also, RC, I better have a Sticky Steve in my inbox soon. I want Sticky Steve at my hut.
Sticky Steve is getting arrested.
That's fine. In 2 to 3 seasons, I want him out on probation, and I'll hook him up with a job.
As a hut cleaning person.
Because we've always talked about this. I think I found some good use for my illusion powers.
Yeah, honestly.
I really like teaming up with Yardak because it didn't occur to me until I saw Run on Water, and I'm like...
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, fuck yeah, I don't care what kind of fatigue I get.
If I have another cameo at any point, I can run up walls, so I could also probably team up with Ruby somehow.
Ooh.
I also kind of picture management as almost like J.K. Simmons as, what's his face from Spider-Man?
J. Jonah Jameson?
Oh, I'm way the fuck off. I was imagining a dude from Pawn Stars this whole time.
Actually, no, Pawn Stars is perfect. Yeah, the guy from Pawn Stars is perfect.
I'm Rick Knox. Welcome to my human trafficking ring.
Went to go collect her $3,000. He goes, best I can do is $50.